Dumaguete.
Hello, Negros Oriental.
Hello, Sillimanians around the world.
This is Joshua Soldivillo.
And this is Ronelyn Vailoces.
You're watching #Silliman.
This is a magazine program that talks about different aspects of Silliman University.
A program initiated to discuss matters concerning the campus by the sea. Welcome to #Silliman. May gabi sa tanan to all Sillimanians around the world. And speaking of around the world, we're so glad because we're having a part 2 and another set of conversation with our international students and of course, our advisor for international students, Kuya Mo. So Ron, let's introduce the rest of the gang.
Yeah.
We have here, of course, our president of the HISO. We have Claudine Sebayang from Indonesia.
Hi everyone, nice to meet you.
Welcome back to the program.
And we have here from Indonesia, let's jump to Myanmar, a BA in Sociology second year student, Zir Tir Thang.
Hi everyone.
Hello.
Yeah.
Welcome to the program. Of course, we have Leroy Mudimu from Zimbabwe, a BSBA Financial Management third year student.
Hello everyone, thank you very much for the invitation. It's such an honor to share my Silliman experience.
Alright. Ron, let's begin our conversation with knowing a little bit of their language. Like,
Yeah.
how do you say, because this is aired 8 p.m. tonight, right? On #Silliman, Channel 6 Film Products. Now, how do you say good evening in your own language? Let's start with Leroy.
Good evening. The thing is, I was born in one country and raised in another, so
Alright.
I'll try and give you two languages.
Wow.
Which countries are these?
I was born in Zimbabwe and raised in Botswana.
Okay, so
Neighbor-
from Zimbabwe,
neighboring country.
what does good evening mean?
Good evening in Zimbabwe is Maswera say.
Maswere.
Maswera.
Maswera say.
Yeah, Maswera say.
Maswere.
Okay.
What's one?
And then in Setswana we say Letlotse jang. Letlotse. Letlotse jang.
Let Churoses chang.
Yeah, it's twister, you know.
Wow, okay.
How about Zir Tir?
Okay,
Myanmar.
so yeah, I'm from Myanmar, but I'm from like Chin
The tribe, yes.
tribe. So in Burmese we say Mingalanya ne kimba, but
Okay,
in
slowly
my,
again.
okay, Mingalanya ne kimba.
Migilanya
Ne kimba.
Mikimba.
Yes, but in my tribe we don't usually have good evening. So
Oh, okay. So how do you greet in your tribe?
so in the morning we say Nen Tao Tama.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, but in the afternoon and like at noon, if we meet each other, like we just say hi, like and then like, what do we do and stuff.
Mm. Only in the morning, so that's interesting, Ron.
I know,
It's
right?
like,
What's the reason? No, they stop greeting each other, using good evening or
Because it's
afternoon.
the land of the morning cow.
that's interesting. How about Claudine here? How do you say good evening?
In Indonesian, we say Selamat Malam.
Selamat malam. Okay, I think I can memorize that.
Yes.
Selamat malam.
And they have good night.
Kuya Mo, how about in Dumaguete? Just
Yeah,
kidding.
good evening.
Yeah, for the sake. So, maayong gabi.
Maayong gabi.
Yes.
Right, Ron, we just celebrated our 121st Founders Day celebration here in Silliman University. So let's talk about your experiences. What did you love the most about our dear alma mater's 121st birthday? Maybe we can start with Zir.
Well, it was my first time celebrating it, and it was very exciting. So we joined the parade. It was very cool, like with friends from HISO. It was like very memorable, and people started like cheering us. Like we bring our own flags and like waving them. It was very cool.
How about Leroy here?
It was an amazing experience, a very muddy one. It was
Yeah,
really
The Higala Boot
Really?
Festival, yeah.
The booths were flooded with mud, but we enjoyed despite the environment, it was good. Yeah, the concerts, the shows, the Silliman parade, it was such an experience. One that I've never had before back home, because we don't have Founders Day. Yeah.
That's great. Goody.
And as for me, this is also my first Founders Day. My parents kept telling me about it. You should experience it. You have so much fun. And I was like, okay. So when I saw the Higala booths, like all the SUSG booths, it was so fun looking at each of the booths. Wow, they offer food, they offer keychains, merchandise, and everything. It was so fun. And probably my highlight would be, of course, our Parada Sillimaniana, because the high saw, we got the honors of walking the parade, and it was so incredible because all of our international family brought their flags, and we just marched, and we felt so proud.
I was with the reception committee of the Founders Day, so we made sure that it would be welcoming for the students because it was a welcome, it's a Founders Day welcome for them. So we make sure we're there for them at the airport, when they arrive, when they needed a tour. So we thought they might think that like there's something going on, what's this? Right, so it's this is not a regular thing. It so happened we are celebrating the birthday of our university. It's 121st birthday. So they got excited. So I think it's a good thing to welcome them with Founders Day.
So you really make sundo. Sorry.
That's so
So,
millennial.
so
Make
you really
sundo.
pick them, Kuya Mo, from
Yes,
the
from
airport.
the
All
airport.
of us international students?
Yes, that's
Wow.
what we do. That's
the airport.
yes, and those that are from the same country join us in the welcoming.
That's amazing. Yeah. I'm just interested to know their stories, Ron, and how did they discover Silliman University?
Yeah.
Leroy, I'd like to ask how many hours does it take to fly from your country
To
to the
Dumaguete?
to the Philippines?
Roughly
Zimbabwe,
20
right?
hours.
20 hours. That's
Yeah,
almost
give or
one
take.
day.
Yeah, because it's a connecting flight.
Right.
You connect to South Africa and then Hong Kong, and then Manila and then Dumaguete.
Okay, I got lost for a while. So from Zimbabwe
To South Africa.
to South
South
Africa,
Africa.
that's how many hours? Around
Less than an hour.
less than an hour, so that's
Yeah.
quite near.
Yes.
And then from
To
South
Hong Kong.
Africa,
To Hong Kong.
and that's how many hours?
I'm not really sure, maybe 6.
Wow, 6
Yeah.
hours.
And then from Hong Kong to Manila.
then Manila
and Manila
to
to Duma.
Dumaguete. I'm curious, how did you discover Silliman?
I discovered Silliman through a high school elementary friend. She came here before me in 2018. So she referred the school to me and I applied and I got accepted. That's how I actually got to know about Silliman. And in 2019, I made my way here. Arrived in October. So ever since then, I've been in Dumaguete.
Wow. But just a story of a friend, Ron.
Yeah, but what made you decide? What is the convincing factor that made you decide that I should study here in Silliman University?
It's not really that much. I mean, after high school, graduating, I applied to many colleges. But then, just the idea of traveling to Asia from Africa was like, this is a once-in-a-lifetime experience, maybe,
Right.
so why not take it?
So this is your actually first time being away or being outside from your country, or yeah.
Outside Africa, yes.
Yeah. So let's go to Zir Tir. So how did you know about Silliman University?
Well, yeah, I heard about Solomon from one of my teachers back home. She had,
Was she a Filipino?
no, she actually is like American. She had a classmate in Yale University who I think her classmate somehow related to Silliman. So she learned about Silliman from her and she introduced it to me. Yeah.
That's great. How about you, Claudine?
Well, for me, it's definitely from my parents, and worth mentioning, my uncles. Like, I have a whole line of families.
Third generation Sebayang.
Third generation Sebayang here in Silliman, so definitely some of my blood was here, and that's where I got to know Silliman. And of course, my parents, they also met here. So,
Oh.
okay.
Yeah. Claudine, are you an Indonesian or Filipino?
I'm actually half Indonesian and half Filipino,
Oh.
but I've been living in Indonesia all my life. So.
The mother was Miss Education.
Oh.
Wow, College of
19.
Education.
Yes.
What year was this, if you can still recall kayo mo?
19 something.
1982, I think. Yes.
All right, so we're just going to take a short break. We'll pause for a short break, but when we come back, we'd like to ask now their plans also of how do they cope with the challenges. Maybe they are also experiencing like food. How is the food here in Dumaguete? And
Cultural differences.
Yes, differences, and maybe they can also educate us more of their culture. Stay with us. #Silliman. We'll be back. welcome back. Still with us are our international students and the coolest advisor ever for our international students, Kuya Mo. Before we took a short break, we actually asked them about the challenges. But before we move we move to that discussion, let's ask first what are the lined up activities that you have prepared for our international students?
Wow, thank you for asking that question. This month is the biggest month for them. October is United Nations Month. So it's a big celebration for our international students. I hope the rest of the community can celebrate with us. So that moves towards November. You know how Halloween is so big for our international students. So, and they get to experience Fiesta.
Yeah.
Yes.
For the first
We
time.
make sure they have hosts for Fiesta Day so that they get to experience Filipino
Kuya
Fiesta.
Mo, we're open for chaperone for the
Yes.
fiesta.
Yeah, we make sure, especially new students. And for others, it is like Thanksgiving for them to be part of the fiesta on November 25. Then, of course, Christmas, that's how we can really instill to them the Silliman spirit, especially at Christmas, because as a Christian community, we find it so important that everyone get to have an ecumenical experience of Christmas. Okay, so that's it. And it moves on. January, New Year is so big, especially for the Oriental cultures. So New Year is celebrated. And February is Culture and Arts Month in the
And
Philippines.
Valentine's Day.
In the Philippines, yes. Valentine's Day. Did you know that it's like coming twice for the Japanese students? Like
Wow.
February 14, it's the boys, but the girls get to respond. They have a response the following month.
And that
So-
happens on the March.
Yes,
It's a
March. So the good thing about their culture, women can actually speak up. Right.
We should adapt that
And
one.
Yes.
there's always a feedback, no? Hindi lang yung magbibigay ka tapos wala ka palang
Right.
Yes, there is a feedback. Like
Ronelyn nasa hugot
they
over
get to
there.
respond. So we're packed. And
Wow.
March, of course, at the end of the school year, we honor our graduates. So, and Claudine, as president, is already oriented about these things that she's accepted.
Yes.
Okay. Ron, let's talk about the courses that they have actually chosen. Like, for instance, for Leroy, he chose to study
Financial
financial management. So far, what are the strengths that you have seen in our BSBA Financial Management program? What do you like about it?
The strengths I've seen in the financial management. Well, CBA is a very big college,
Yeah.
I've noticed, and the teachers are very welcoming. Because ever since I got here, beginning my journey in Silliman, I haven't had any troubles. The teachers will respond immediately or as soon as possible to your concerns. They make sure that every student understands, like they instilled the program of no man left behind. So everyone moves together. They make sure that the whole class is moving at the same pace.
Right, that's good.
Yeah. Let's move on to Zir Tir. Actually, because you took BA in Sociology, and it's very timely, no, because we are talking about culture here. So how relevant is your course towards understanding the multicultural realities, not just here in the Philippines, but also in your country, Myanmar, and even in the world?
Well, so for my course, we have very small classes, but then yeah, I would say like diverse as in Filipino, because like most of my friends are not all from Turkey. They come also from like different parts of Philippines.
You're right.
But of course, I'm the only international students there, so it kind of difficult for me to learn like other cultures. But yeah, I learned a lot about the Philippine cultures and stuff. Like one time, one of my friends cooked the chicken for us in the class.
Is that like the adobo?
Chicken pick what?
I am not sure.
The Adidas, I think.
Adidas.
Adidas?
Yeah.
Was it tasty? Did you taste it?
How did it taste?
It tastes sweet, but it tastes
Okay.
really good.
Alright. How about you, Claudine? You're taking right now
Also financial
financial
management.
management. So, how's it been studying so far in the college?
So far, it's been great. Me and Leroy, we've been adjusting pretty well. But what I love about CBA, of course, shout out to CBA, is the certification programs.
Mm.
Right now, I'm taking my Certified Equity Analysis
Wow.
program, and I hope
Good for
that
you.
it will be a great thing for all of us, since during the pandemic, we didn't really get our real certification. But I hope they're in the process of making everything with Bloomberg, if I'm not mistaken, so I hope it will
Wow.
go well for us, yeah.
Okay. Kuya Mo, of course, definitely, and we'll ask them in a little bit about misconceptions of being an international student. So, how do you make sure, and how do you also assist? Should they, experience some troubles or let's say
Yes,
difficulties? What's the assistance that you provide to them?
The first thing, I warned them that when you are with a Filipino community, they expect you to have money. So, because you're an international student,
Yeah.
so we tell them don't project so much of that kind of strength, and don't be like be in a trouble wherein you become a milking cow of anyone.
Yeah.
So, because sometimes out of their desire to be accepted,
Oh.
they become so generous.
Yeah.
Just to blend
Right,
in.
so that's one thing. Also differences, like if you notice the way they speak, the softer it is, it's actually an expression of respect, right? They don't speak loud because they are respecting you, right? So, but I have to tell them you have to speak louder because it might be misinterpreted of being
Yeah.
shy or like the lack of confidence.
Right.
And in some African cultures also they can be too loud. And so I told them that when you are facing an immigration officer, tone down your voice because, they will hate your guts. So that's it. They get to adjust to all these things because there are perceptions that
Right.
are stereotypes of
Actually.
international students with the moment they come to the Filipino community.
Yeah, you asked them about the challenges. Yeah, perhaps let me ask the question. Perhaps the stereotypes that you have heard from other people, or the challenges that you have experienced so far being away from home. You can talk about that. Let's start with Leroy.
I'm not sure what you mean by stereotypes, like,
Yeah.
or can you explain?
Yeah. So when they see you, what are the common misconceptions about Africans or
about
something
Africa.
like that?
Coming from Africa.
Then how do you address it?
Well, I actually have two for that one.
Alright.
One of them is, most of the time, not always, when they see me, one popular question that comes up at the beginning of the conversation is, do you have rain in Africa? And do you have water? Another one is, do you have a
Stay
lion
on
as your
Earth.
pet? Do you have a lion as your pet?
Oh, lion.
But then, just to keep things interesting, we get to laugh. I'd be like, yes, I do have a lion. I can give you one when I
Do
go
you
back
really
home.
have a lion as well?
I wish I did. Yeah, but just to keep the conversation
Right.
interesting, just banter, just joke around with it, yeah. Other than misconceptions, challenges, I haven't had any.
How about
Like,
food,
serious
for example? Did you adjust?
The
in
food is
terms of
really
food?
great here, yeah. I love food myself, so I enjoy trying different types of foods. My favorite so far in Dumaguete is chicken adobo.
Chicken
I like
adobo.
it. I like chicken, yeah. And I've also
I
tried.
he will say cheese bread, but that is not easy.
Taken by Claudine.
I won't steal her. I won't steal her
Steal that.
signature, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Besides chicken adobo, I've tried. There's a delicacy from Bayawan, if I'm not mistaken.
Bai.
Bai, yeah.
Oh, you like
sticky
that.
rice, yeah, that's very good. Yeah.
Yeah, some more that you
Some
think
more.
of, or just that? For now.
For now, yeah. That would be,
Yeah.
that would be
About
it.
Zir.
The challenges?
Yeah.
Well, so it's been a month that I'm in Philippines. Luckily, so there are some challenges, but like whenever I have challenges or if there are things that I do not understand, I can easily approach people because they are very kind and helpful, and like everyone knows English, so it's very easy to communicate them and then get help from them. So, and also like there's like utang na loob, right?
Utang na loob.
Utang na so they are very kind, and then yeah, easy to approach. So
That's great.
no challenges so far. I mean, yeah.
Claudine.
One of the challenges I experience is kind of adjusting with the food, because in Indonesia we really do enjoy spicy, like anything spicy. So when I got here, why isn't this spicy? So I have to bring like a sauce packet, like, or you know, spicy anything seasoning to put on my food when I eat. So I guess that's it for the challenges.
I think we should have a spicy cheese bread.
Right?
Just kidding. But Dalton, you'd like to share anything?
Yeah, for challenges here, not really. I mean, it's kind of easy to navigate, just as long as you you kind of expose yourself to the Magedi, like you just know where things are and how to act. I mean, safety-wise, everything's, it's a very safe area. I didn't have trouble talking to people, and yeah, I mean, the only thing that I have a problem with is it's not really much of like the town itself. It's just like sometimes like the lines are long. Like
Queuing lines.
like if I'm trying to buy eggs, I gotta wait like 30, 40 minutes just to get eggs. You know what I mean? But other than that, yeah, I mean it's beautiful. Everything's fine.
Yeah, Josh, we have been speaking in English the whole time. No?
Right.
So I also like to hear them speaking their own language.
That's interesting, right?
Yeah, and then, can you please say something to the audience using your own language and invite them to come visit in Silliman University, perhaps enroll in the university? So yeah, can you think now, or do you need time to prepare? Because we only have a few seconds left.
I think Claudine is ready.
Yeah, can we
Yeah.
start from Indonesia?
Oke. Halo semuanya penonton dan para teman-teman dari Indonesia. Jangan lupa untuk check out Silliman University karena ini universitasnya bagus banget. Kalian harus banget kesini, tempat-tempatnya Instagramable banget. Jadi jangan lupa untuk cek kita di website kita atau di Instagram atau dimanapun kalian berada. Dan meet me.
Wow, that sounded very.
It's the only
Wow.
thing I understood.
Yeah.
That was good.
Meet me. Okay. Zir, it's your turn.
Well, do I have to like
Yeah,
use
yeah.
like two
Use your
languages?
camera. Yeah.
Well, မင်္ဂလာညနေခင်းပါညီမခုတက်နေရဲ့ဖိလစ်ပင်းမှာရှိရဲ့ Silliman University ကတကယ်ကောင်းပါတယ်အခုမြန်မာပြည်မှာကျောင်းရှောက်ချင်တဲ့ညီမလေးတွေလည်းလာတက်ဆေးချင်တဲ့ yeah so นั่นzaten nantu na sila kemata bomnak in hamtay welcome.
And before we go to Leroy, let's first listen to Dalton.
Oh yeah, my language.
What's your language?
Very special. It's
Very
called
special.
English. But yeah, to all my fellow English men and women from America, please, you should visit. It is very easy to come here. It's very easy to settle in. You won't have any problem. Everyone here luckily speaks English, which is great about the country. I mean, it's the only Asian country where English is a second language. So,
Yeah.
I mean, for any American that wants to study abroad, and even in Asia itself, like, this is the university to go, Silliman.
Thank
you,
you.
Dalton.
Thank you, Dalton. Leroy?
Finally, my turn. Okay, so dumelang batswana ko lapeng ke a le rotloetsa thata gore le tle go ithuta mo Silliman University. Thank you.
What was that language? Was it?
Setswana.
Botswana, from Botswana.
Yes.
But earlier you talked about you speak 5 languages, no?
I do speak 5 languages, but if I start going through those, we'll be here for the whole day.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Dalton, Claudine, Zir, and Leroy, and of course, Kuya Mo for joining our episode tonight. And we have come to the last segment of the show. It's called #WTP Word to Panderon. This is an exciting extension of our conversation last episode. What's the word to ponder?
Because we are in the presence of international students, Sillimanians around the world, no? I'd like to ponder on the word adapt.
Adapt.
No? Because for you to survive this, fast-paced world, no, forever changing, and a different community from time to time, you have to adapt. You need to learn to adapt in order to survive a certain place. And it's a good thing that while adapting to a certain place, we actually have, support systems.
Right.
Like we have here the iconic, Kuya Mo.
Iconic.
Yeah.
The legend.
You are not a Sillimanan if you don't know about Kuya Mo, no? And perhaps the best or the greatest challenges that we can encounter in this life will be surpassed through adaptation. We survived a race because of adaptation. No, so what about you, Josh? What's your word to ponder?
I think it would be diversity. And I'm just gonna keep it short that what makes a rainbow beautiful are the different colors that it has.
True.
And I think that what makes Silliman beautiful, we have diversity of students coming from different corners of the world, and we're so happy to have them because they learn from us and we learn from them.
True enough, Josh.
Thank you for joining our episode tonight. I hope you enjoyed the company with our international students and you learned about their culture. See you next episode. This is #Silliman, and to God be the glory. Hey there, Sillimanians! Daghang salamat for joining our episode tonight. Don't forget to support our Facebook page. It's called #Silliman. We also have a YouTube channel. It's called #Silliman. Don't forget to click the notification bell for you to be updated with our recent posts. Comment, share, and like. See you there!
And of course, catch us on Phil Products every Monday at 8 p.m. And replays will be shown every Tuesday before the noontime news and Saturdays after the noontime news. This has been Ronelyn Vailoces
And Joshua Soldivillo. Kita kits next week only here on #Silliman. Bye!